Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I'd like to discuss the suggestion that Liz Truss is considering running again to be the Conservative Party leader after the general election. Just how damaging could this be for the Tories? But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel. So I have to say that the Tory party is really blowing up this weekend. Ahead of the conference, like in the last 24 hours, the party fracture lines are really showing themselves. So I think each video this weekend may well be one where I look at a particular fracture line with a general overview of all of them in this evening's stream. But this one stood out for me. Bloomberg are reporting that Liz Truss is determined to influence party politics. We know that. That is blindingly obvious. But also that some close to her say she might stand in the next leadership contest. Now, this poses a particular danger to the Conservatives. She is very much the Tories' Corbyn in that her ideas and policies are popular within the party membership, but she's personally toxic to the public. A YouGov poll conducted a couple of weeks ago found that just 7% of the public felt she'd done well as Prime Minister, compared to 81% who thought she'd done badly. And this was a year after she'd caused all that damage. You know, I said recently, Sunak must have been mad not to denounce Truss's latest speech about bringing her economic ideas back. If voters think that voting Conservative could lead to Liz Truss even influencing economic policy again, well, they will think that's a pretty good reason to vote for the alternative, even if the alternative is not really ticking all their boxes. So the idea that Liz Truss might even become Conservative Party leader, that the idea is being taken seriously within the party, would be a major red alert to non-partisan voters. And it's easy to see how the idea would be taken seriously. Right, first of all, there aren't any standout candidates to replace Sunak after the election. If there were, the Tories wouldn't have made such a naive politician leader in the first place. You know, the names that keep being thrown about, you know, Kemi Badenoch, Suella Braverman, Penny Mordaunt. It's a woeful selection on offer. Second, Truss has been putting in a lot of effort into claiming that her economic ideas were absolutely the right ones. Oh, it's been proven they were right ones. And the media back her up on that. But that she tried to implement them in the wrong way and that she has since learned lessons. In fact, her imminent book has that as its main focus. The idea that she learned lessons from her brief spell in charge and is ready to do it again, but get it right this time. The right ideas in the right way. That's her pitch. Now, it's impossible for me to know just what support she would have in the parliamentary party which forms after the election, because we don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to look like. There's no point in worrying about her current levels of support. The parliamentary parties that exist now is just not going to be recognisable. Lots of existing Tory MPs are going to be leaving Parliament soon, whether by losing their seat, as in the majority of cases, or just because they're standing down anyway. Which means that of the seats the Conservatives do retain, there are safe seats out there where dozens are stepping down. That means dozens of those new MPs will be really new MPs. You know, they're ones where we don't really know what their views are. So there's going to be another large injection of brand new Conservative MPs and who knows what they think of the next wave of leadership candidates. And that's going to be their first job because, you know, after the election, Rishi Sunak will resign. He'll probably resign as an MP and just go to California. But he will resign as party leader. So those new MPs will be plunged straight into a leadership contest. And all of that sort of lobbying within the parliamentary party in the House of Commons tea rooms and so on, that hasn't happened for the new candidates. You know, I did think when Liz Truss fell that her tax cuts coalition might coalesce around a credible leader, recognising that Truss herself will not recover her reputation with the public. The question was who? Like Simon Clarke is probably the most prominent. You know, he might have been a potential figure there, but he's basically going to lose his seat. He's almost certain to lose his seat in the election, so he's not credible. And this is perhaps why Truss's allies say that she might have a tilt at the leadership herself, because she's got this coalition. She's got the media on her side. She's got Tufton Street on her side, right? But she doesn't necessarily have a puppet, someone that she can present as the leader. You know, just to remind you how the Conservative leadership contests work normally, the parliamentary party whittles the candidates down to two, and then those two names go to the wider party membership to elect the leader. Now, normally these contests end up with a ballot between an ideological nutter and a vaguely pragmatic alternative, and then the members vote for the ideological nutter. It was different with David Cameron, I suppose, but then the members were probably just sick of being in opposition and decided to be pragmatic themselves. But I don't see that happening right after the election. They can think that they're going to come straight back, that they can vote for the ideological choice and still win the election. But what if they get two ideological choices? Like, imagine Liz Truss and Suella Braverman ending up on that final ballot. The choice for party members will be for the economically insane or the socially insane, with both of them being provably incompetent regardless of their political beliefs. Like, right now, it's hard to know who would be the worst choice for the Conservatives. On the one hand, Liz Truss has already destroyed her reputation with the public. The Conservatives would take some time to recover if they made her leader again, especially in opposition if Labour are actually getting things done. Braverman has not been exposed as badly yet, but she is every bit as useless and every bit as insane. Her only saving grace, I suppose, is that she would not be putting her ideas into practice, so she probably wouldn't destroy the party's reputation as quickly or as assuredly as Truss did. You know, because she was in Downing Street when she was doing her stuff. But still, even if Truss ultimately has no chance of being supported for a second stint at leader, I mean, for all we know, there are going to be enough MPs that go, no, thank you, but no. The fact that she's sniffing around could still do the Conservatives immense damage, because the public don't know that MPs would block Liz Truss from ever, influencing policy again. Like, if I were Labour, I'd be pointing this out to the public, that Liz Truss wants to take over from Rishi Sunak and that she has the support of many in her party to do so. She certainly has support of lots in the Tory media. And it would then be up for the Conservative Party, it would be for them to show that actually, no, we don't support her, but it won't do that because they do. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, please click the like button. And if you'd like to support the channel further, the join button for memberships. And until next time, I'll see you later.